Michael Ahn, you're Senior Advisor for LG Electronics in North America. You used to be the President of the operation in North America. Under you, sales in home appliances grew pretty dramatically to about $2 billion last year. It wasn't an easy ride, though, in North America for a Korean brand to get into that market. When LG started off as Lucky Gold Star, it didn't have a very good reputation for quality.
Yeah, you are right.
What changed then?
You know, our previous brand name was Gold Star, but you know, Gold Star brand was known as low-end brand. So mid of 1990s, we made a decision to introduce new brand LG because you know, upgrading you know, low-end brand to premium brand is not easy at all because people, you know, consumers perceive Gold Star as a low-end brand. That's why we thought that we'd do better to change the brand. So that's so in 1995 we made a decision, but in USA we have been waiting 5 years to introduce new brand because we were not ready for, you know, building new brand in USA market without having any strategy and, you know, differentiation. If we build new brand again, that could be again low-end brand that we didn't want.
So how did you turn around the brand?
So we have prepared very differentiated product and service, and it took a long time. Then year 2002, we have introduced mobile phones to USA market. Then year 2002, home appliances, and year 2004, consumer electronics, step by step.
But you had this perception of low quality. Presumably it was then turning around that perception and making sure that the products were of high quality.
That's why we introduced a new brand. So that we have some separate, you know, brand images, identities. So when we introduce new product to, you know, U.S. consumers, actually, you know, starting business with, you know, big retailers was not easy at all. I want to talk about that to students this evening. You know, we, for example, washing machine. We tried hard to develop differentiated product very much. So we developed best, you know, washer dryer with best performance and biggest capacity and most energy saving product. Product-wise, it was very good and excellent. Design-wise, it was wonderful. However, when we went to, you know, Sears, they have 30% market share. They told us that after reviewing our product is wonderful. However, they cannot take LG product because, you know, LG brand was unknown at that time, and LG had no experience in marketing such a product in USA, so they are not, you know, comfortable with unknown brand and unknown quality and unknown customer service.
How did you manage to get the major retailers in the US, Best Buy, Sears, as you mentioned? How did you manage to get them to distribute your product?
Yeah, that's a long story too short. You know, after, you know, Sears didn't take our product, we went to second biggest one, Lowe's, and then third, Home Depot. All of those national accounts rejected our proposal. So we have no way to launch our product in such a national account. Then finally we went to regional account like PC Richard in New Jersey, New York areas, and H.H. Gregg in Midwest areas. And even such a regional power retailers didn't accept our product with same reasons. Then we invited those guys to Korea so that they can feel and they can touch our product, they can see our capabilities, R&D capabilities, and production capabilities and service capabilities. We invited about 20 regional dealers to Korea with wives, and we have taken care of them like our parents very well. They were very impressed with our willingness and taking care of them well, and they told us that they will take it. But after going back to USA, they didn't take our product. So it was really difficult.
First of all, you did manage to get the regional distributors on board.
Yeah.
So how did you eventually win them over?
We told them, we want to support you very well in marketing and training, and even we want to give you much more margin, but only one request is you do better to keep high price. Then finally, two guys, PC Richard and H.H. Gregg, accepted our proposal. Then we made our best efforts to be successful with them. If they are successful, then other competitors can envy them and can come to us. And they were very successful. And next year, other regionals came to us, then Best Buy came to us. So we made a deal step by step like that.
And Sears, was that just one more step?
Yeah. And then after Best Buy, we have established the business with Home Depot, very successful. Then we went to Sears. So our business with Sears was started about 2 years ago.
Insead has produced 2 case studies on LG Electronics in the US, in North America. You've got a large number of products, a large number of geographies. What are the challenges in managing the LG brand across that product range and across the geographies?
That's a good question. When we establish a brand in USA, the most difficult part was consensus in our organization. Many of our people asked me to go to Walmart, mass merchant, and clubs, Sam's clubs, to increase volumes. But I rejected it continuously because when we build a brand, when we build the LG brand as a premium, we do better to limit some retailers.
Discount retailers.
Yeah, discount retailers, so that consumers are not confused with the brand identity and image. Over the last 6 years, we didn't go to Walmart or Sam's or Kmart or Costco to make LG as a premium brand. However, many people in our company asked me to go to such a market to increase volume because they are evaluated and compensated by volume and revenues and profit.
But you're looking for higher margins?
Not only higher margins. I thought that brand building takes time. For some period, we'd better not to go to such a discount market to build LG as a premium brand in consumers' mind.
From the perspective of the consumer, how do you think the consumer perceives the LG brand at present?
We survey brand status every year together with our competitors' brand status. And second half of last year, they surveyed it, and I know that 95% of American consumers recognize LG as a premium brand, and our brand perception as a premium is second after Sony in industries. It's a big success.
And within the retail segment, you will still be targeting mainly Sears, Best Buy, Home Depot?
All channels. I believe that now it is time for us to go to even mass merchant, like Walmart.
To the discounters?
Yeah, to discount store. Because consumers perceive LG as a premium brand now. It is time for us to move to such a market.
As I mentioned at the start of the interview, your sales were $2 billion for home appliances. What would be the company's targets now?
We can grow much further in USA market as well as Canada and Mexico. Our total market share is about 10% in home appliance market in North America. However, as we started business in cooking appliance and floor care and other areas like dishwasher and so on, we have a big potential to grow much further. So I believe that we could grow much further in next 5 years, maybe $3 to $4 billion business in USA and in North American market.
The company has very aggressive targets for its smartphones, expecting to become the number 2 player by 2012. How realistic is that?
That is not easy target at all. Competition has been changed. Even last year, our competitors were BlackBerry and Nokia, Samsung. However, now our competitors are Apple, Google, and Microsoft. And it is not just a hardware competition. It is a competition of contents, software, and hardware. And as you know well, American companies, they are really strong in contents and software. So it's a different kind of competition. That's why I am telling you that achieving second position in a few years is not easy target at all.
What are your projections for flat screen televisions, for new 3D televisions that are coming out?
3D television is booming. However, the demand could be a bit limited because many people bought LCD TV just 2-3 years ago, and they want to keep it. And 3D TV will be developed further for better quality and better, contents and so on. However, content is not enough, and we have some areas to develop it much further. So total demand could be limited.
A few years ago, you were quoted as saying that you were expecting a shake-up among the flat screen TV producers as costs come down in retail prices of high definition flat screens. Are you still expecting manufacturers to quit that market?
We are second in the market after Samsung, even though we introduced a flat panel TV to the market much later than other companies. And every year we are increasing market share step by step. Even in USA, we launched LG brand flat panel TV year 2004 autumn, very late. But we are number 3rd there after Samsung and Sony. Maybe this year we may overcome, Sony. Maybe.
Michael Ahn, Senior Advisor to LG Electronics. Thanks for joining us on
Thank you.
Insead Knowledge.
Thank you.